I really believed in them. I really said I thought for the first time we would go to that third map. You and I believed in it. You know the coach quite personally.
It was almost coming to the third map, but
yeah. I mean, the risk they took with map number 1 by sort of throwing it to the wind, playing whimsy, playing with a composition they'd never played with before, changing agents, changing roles. I mean, they were willing to throw that map away, and as a result, they threw their grand finals chance away. And sometimes you take a risk and it doesn't pay off.
I mean, yeah, in Haven, things could get easily upended by friends. I mean, defaults and everything with it. Like, the exact same thing happened back in the Sweden game as well.
Yeah.
Like, Peru did what they have to do, and that was solid. That was super solid from them. But friends actually, like, played the way they wanted to.
You know what? You know what was on the menu? Baguettes, croissant. That was on the menu for Peru, and they ate it all up. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. 3-course meal.
Still doing the dad stuff, right?
Oh, absolutely. Someone's going to do the dad jokes on the desk.
All right, well, that grand final is coming up, and of course, more important than ever, map picks and vetoes. We've got a best of 5 map series coming your way, which means we're guaranteed 3. Map picks and bans. Here's how it all works from a player perspective.
Can you tell me a little bit about the map ban stage? Like, I'm not too familiar with it.
Yeah, so the veto is like he's a tough.
I think
there are 7 maps in Valorant, and the higher seed will usually get to choose whether they want to ban first or pick first, and each team bans what map they don't want to play, and they pick what map they do want to play.
The other team picks what side they start on, and in the map that the other team picks, you choose what side you want to start on.
I think right
so
now
when it comes to picks and bans, we first started off on what we want to insta-ban and what map we do not want to play. We do tend to play more on our strengths than the enemy weaknesses.
Our IGL actually bans every map. Picks and bans. He considers what's our weakness and what our strong points are.
It depends on how good the other team is. If the team we know is like really good, we do ban what they are most comfortable on.
Standing. One enemy.
We think that as a lower level than we do. We don't tend to play their strongest map.
The meta on each map is pretty stagnant, so a lot of teams will run the same comp. However, some teams will pick what's comfortable for them and try to make it work through their own plays.
As far as our team goes, we're a very sort of flexible team. We've practiced many maps. I think it's going to be hard for teams to look at any previous VODs and get a good sort of read on what strat we're running. It might catch them off guard. It's definitely an interesting play style.
Maps that we like, we usually start on attack, because we do have a pretty good pistol strat that we've been working on, and then we want to get build some momentum.
We're pretty comfortable on attack and defense. In the group stages, we thought that we were going to be picking attack a lot more than defense, but I think we ended up picking defense every single side.
Yeah, let's play that map because they play this comp and then we can force them.
Yeah,
that can have an impact on which map we actually choose.
Maybe we might be strutting something up, who knows?
Some bans, of course, vitally important, and they'll play a huge part in our grand final later on. But for now, let's switch gears.
Okay.
It wouldn't be a Red Bull Campus Clutch World Final without a show match, right? And we've got some incredible players involved in this, right? This is Team Blue. And I just want to point something out here.
Okay.
We've got Tiffy, we've got Yetaje, we've got Tariq, we've got Combatry, we've got Alfaya. Do you notice anything about Tariq here? You notice anything about Tariq?
Am I meant to notice something about Tariq other than the usual?
I'm going to tell you what it is.
Oh no.
He's wearing Red Bull
here
merchandise.
We go. I know where this is going.
No, he's wearing Red Bull merch.
Yeah?
Because he's just announced on his stream, if you weren't watching yourselves, Tariq is now an official Red Bull player.
I knew it. Every single
player. Yeah, Chad,
into the Red Bull family.
We're watching against
and the fact that Tariq gets to join in, I'm not surprised. The man is one of the biggest names in Valorant, and to be on the side of Red Bull and here in Istanbul to celebrate this, that is massive.
Big pickup, right, Vlad?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he took that Turkish flag into the biggest
Team Red. Now, of course, some big names on here as well. Professional players, a man you've seen bouncing around this arena as well, Kia. But it's a good lineup again, Jess.
Ooh. I have to say, this one feels pretty stacked.
Yeah.
This roster definitely seems stacked. I think Tariq and the team are going to have a little bit of a struggle up against the likes of CNED, Vidigen. I think there's just going to be so many on this roster that,
Keo, right? I know that he takes this deadly seriously. He's really
he really
nice
does. He's very competitive.
I was lucky enough earlier this week, Vlad, to go to the Foot Esports HQ. And it's amazing, by the way. It's really cool. But to have some of the, because they're heavily involved with Redbull
this
and all
is
that good stuff,
guys.
so it's nice to see some of their players showing up to play.
Yeah, definitely, and they got some pickups this year as well. E2J is one of them.
Yep.
And actually, I mean, like seeing it himself, one of the best talents ever, like VALORANT has ever see, and he's back again in the home soil.
Yeah.
They're going to compete in the upcoming year in the VCT events as well. But they had a great off season. Now it's going to be like a fun game, but. I'm thinking maybe they can take it into personal.
Yeah, I mean, I love seeing professional players get thrown into absolute chaos, and that's exactly what's going to happen here because we've got a random generator. We've got different rules every 2 rounds, and they are a little bit crazy to say the least. The way it all works is we've got a show match selector, right? Let's see an example of this, right?
Okay.
So every 2 rounds, we spin the dial.
Oh,
boom.
Yes. I remember this.
That's actually our first round. So we're kicking off our first 2 rounds. Knife only, Jess.
If I cast my mind back to when this has been done before and the show match selector has made its presence during the show match, there are other things like Blade Storm only, Infinite Updraft. I mean, I don't know if they're all going to be present on that show match selector, but if they are, Chaos is going to be the absolute minimum that you will see throughout this match.
I'll definitely go with Satchels and Razor.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready. It's Team Blue!
Ooh. Of course. It's Alpha here.
Team Blue, you got Tiffy, Yetaje, Alfaya, Combatry, and of course, Red Bull's brand new Red Bull player, Tarek, making their way to the main stage.
They sign in Tarek, bro. Like,
formidable bunch,
come on, man.
They all look very relaxed, cool, calm, and collected. I think that's about to change when they get in the server.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm always interested to see how seriously the players take it.
So smiling. I mean, it's in Turkey.
And their opponents are going to be taking it deadly seriously too.
Ooh, C-Ned.
Led by C-Ned.
Keo.
At a captain. Wushin. Am I saying that right? Wushin. You can help me with this.
Yeah.
Shidante. Wusajin. Team Red making their way out as well. It's always nice to have a bit of a breather before getting back into the serious magnitude that is a grand final, Vlad.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
like,
I
myself
they definitely
competed against like one of these players.
I mean, Indonesia
the
like
homegrown event back in the EMEA, right in here in Istanbul. It's always fun.
Yep, this is going to be. Look, obviously this trophy is not for grabs. That'd be nice, but boom. That was a serious fist bump there. I think Tarek is taking this.
You said that it's nice to have something before the seriousness.
I'm not gonna play for
Like, do you feel tense right now?
Yeah, I'm like, this is gonna be
or just gonna play like
I mean, how do you approach a
like
this when you're all gathered together saying, it's knife only, guys?
It's knife only.
How do you get into that, Vlad? You're a coach, you know this.
Yeah, have you ever
Let's do
coached
some
knife
baiting.
only? Okay, okay.
I approach you.
Hope my friend doesn't come in.
Okay, so like double team, crossfire, knife.
Yeah,
okay.
that's what
I
usually
would go as a
happens in
wolf pack. I would hunt down them one by one.
I did a lot of coaching in the, knifing.
Look at the troll beam, man. Look at the troll.
I was gonna say that's interesting. Okay.
It will be insane if Indonesia actually.
It's quite funny because you can't really get settled in because every single time you adapt to a new rule, we're going to switch the gears on you. So
and it's just going to spin every 2 rounds.
Every 2 rounds.
Every 2 rounds.
Our show match selector could pick absolutely anything. There's a range of different things it could potentially be, including shotgun only. But we've sort of seen that already in professional.
Yeah, where's Ray?
This thing is.
Vlad,
yes,
you know a lot of these players.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit, if anybody watching doesn't know much about some of the Foot esports guys in particular, some big names.
Okay, I mean, CNET himself won the champions himself with ASEN back in 2021.
Could be fine.
And also Ye2J, who was in an academy team 1 year ago, and right now he's competing against in the different continents in the VCT top tier events.
Yeah.
The guy himself was like 2 weeks ago, he was in Japan. Maybe you saw him.
I did see him, yeah. Red Bull Homeground in Tokyo.
And he's grinding up in his level.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, as an organization, they're really solid.
Yeah, they really are. Now, Keo, he's been our interviewer.
The fact that I call this a watch party without party is
insane. He's still got one more interview to do right here before he gets into the server. And he's standing by with the brand new Red Bull player, Tarek. Keo, how are you doing down there?
We are doing great, and I believe congratulations are in order as you just signed on with Red Bull. How are you feeling about it?
Yeah, man, I'm stoked, dude. Redbull's a household name, iconic brands. I'm really excited to see what we're gonna do. Just looking forward to the future. So shout out to Redbull. I appreciate you guys not only having me, but throwing this sick event here in Turkey.
Absolutely. And speaking about this sick event, you've been watching the games the whole time. We got Indonesia versus Peru. Do you have any thoughts, any predictions as to what's going to happen?
Yeah, both teams are popping off, I'm not gonna lie. I think it's anyone's match, especially in the finals. All the pressure's on. You never know what's gonna happen.
True,
I'm gonna give it to Peru. Those guys put up a good show.
Absolutely.
Oh,
all right.
Peru?
Well, good luck in the show match to you, and we're going to toss it back to Ian.
Thank you very much, Kia. And of course you're going to feel real good being a Red Bull player. I'd love to be one.
The fact that he gets to celebrate it in Istanbul as well.
I know.
Like, to celebrate things on an international trip somewhere, you know, away from your home, it just feels like double special.
Big deal here as well, right? Because he's been doing autograph signings here, there, and everywhere. Vlad, people loving him. And everywhere, of course.
Best kebab lover.
Is it because he loves kebabs?
Yeah.
That's why he's such a star.
You love the picture scene.
Oh
and
wait,
everything
I
I
forgot
tell you.
the
You just
FPS.
listen to me.
I think I said it on 30, right?
The culture
Oh no, I
itself
said it on
as well.
50. No.
So I'm
Okay,
definitely saying you could born Turkish.
Sorry.
Oh.
In
You're
the next life,
inducted into
another
the
life.
Turkish lifestyle.
I only have one monitor,
Yeah.
guys. So
I hope so.
There you go.
don't blame me.
Tiffy is somewhere in here as well, who's been spending all
I'm
of the time with
enjoying
us.
this
Which has been really nice. We've been actually spending time together for
Lucy.
the first time. She was obviously at Red Bull Campus Clutch last year as well. Participated in the show match and lost. This time she said to me earlier,
Okay.
I want to win this time.
Oh, so there is competitiveness coming on
is.
here, and she wants a
Mike
little bit of
is gonna
revenge.
stream this
Okay,
in Mike,
I don't know how much, and Tiffy's gonna laugh at me for pointing this out. She has a headset on, so maybe she won't hear me. But we were in the elevator yesterday, and unfortunately, lots of buttons were pressed at the time. The elevator was full, and she got out on the wrong floor, got back in. It opened again. She got out on the wrong floor again, but it was too late. The elevator doors closed on her as she reached to get back in the elevator, and she was left behind. So hopefully she doesn't get left behind in the server, because I tell you what, Tiffy's had one of those couple of days here in Turkey thus far.
Al Fire as well.
Yeah, big event winning champion himself. He was like a couple of years ago, he was just amateur player on his own, and now he's top on the level with Fnatic, winning events, like going everywhere, just like A2J I mentioned before, and he's something big, you know. Nowadays, like last year, I think he's either like in the top 3 players ever.
Yeah.
We just saw Tarek there, yeah, absolutely. And we just saw Tiffy as well. Real serious look.
Yeah, why are they so serious?
Look at this.
Look at that face. So funny, man.
Tarek, give us a thumbs up, buddy.
Right?
Thumbs up, Tarek. You feel it? Yeah, see, there's a smile. Gorgeous.
Hey, Tarek, give us a flex.
Yeah,
I want to see those guns, please.
Oh, no, he's blocked you out. That's what I do when I listen to you. I put my headset on too, mate.
I was having breakfast the other day at the hotel, and he walked down in like a tank top, and I was like, man's been working his arms.
You go to the gym quite a lot as well. Why don't you go with him?
Because he'd outlift me.
I knew it would be something like that. I knew it.
What a way, though, to celebrate becoming a Red Bull player with...
Oh my god. Is it lagging? Oh, it's lagging. Racing face, guys.
I knew it would be something like that. I knew it.
Hello, guys. What a way, though, to celebrate becoming a Red Bull player with a big dub here. But when it comes to knife only, Jess, if you were jumping into the show match right now, how are you playing this?
Exactly what Vlad said. I'm double, triple teaming.
Wait, I think I still have delay.
Yeah, you really have to wolf pack it on something like this. So I hope they run around as a wolf pack. Content creators are used to memeing around. So the likes of Tiffy, Kyo, of course, you know, Tarek, they're used to putting on these kind of entertaining rounds for their streams. I'm not very good at it myself. I try to play a little bit more serious in my streams personally. So they're going to have way more of a leg up.
Shout out to Kyo as well, who's been at every single Red Bull Campus
Clutch. He's done
every role as well.
You know what happened today?
What a story. All right, yes,
What happened with Kyo? There he is.
He had to
look at his hair.
That's what I was going to say. Like, today it's an important day for Kyo, yeah?
Oh, it's a
on the show
day.
match.
Oh, okay, yes.
So he made his hair cut to a Turkish barber.
Oh, was that the guy in the back of the talent room giving him a haircut?
Yeah.
In our talent room. Guys, this is how well Red Bull's kitted us
Tang
out.
live
They've
bareng
got
Apple ya guys,
Kyo
Apple ya.
for the show match.
Shut up.
It suits him as well. Look at that. Hey, Kyo! Oh, look at this. We got foot bands in the building.
Oh, wow.
That's creative.
Where is this?
the
Oh,
clappers
it's over there
right
on our
there.
right, mate.
Come on, guys, you can get louder than that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I don't know if they've got foot win, but I'm pretty sure we've got foot players on both teams, right?
Yeah, so who's going to win?
Everyone's a winner in a show.
Oh, goodness. All
Apa sih fun match kok, Cak?
He's
fun match, maafkan
The hell?
But he's also good. I mean, obviously, he's very good at Valorant.
Yeah, and I discussed with him if he ever wanted to go back to sort of trying to play comp, a little less content creation and whatnot. He's so good in the content creation world. And of course, you know, with all the different war farms and whatnot.
Yo, they got Discord play, holy.
It's very relaxed. But I'd love to see Keo back in comp land.
It's quite interesting, isn't it, seeing Keo sat next to CNED, just about to play.
Imagine them on a team together. How do you think that would fare? CNED, Keo on a team together.
Bro, the viewers are Indonesia,
thing
bro.
is, I never watched
Almost
Keo playing, so.
all of them.
You know, I'm going to tell him that
Yeah,
you've
see,
never
it's
watched
fair.
him before.
Yeah, I mean, like in American time zone.
Okay, you know what? You actually escaped.
Yeah,
With the time zone one. Okay, there we go.
That's
It's
a
a
great
time
one,
zone
isn't
thing.
it?
It's a time zone thing.
And back in when I was
Indonesian
watching,
viewers
like,
are rising.
when American
What the
like
fuck?
professional games used to do, and I had to wake up and in the middle of the night, and I have to take some notes, you know.
Well, we're having a couple of last-minute checks before we get into this show match, and remember, it's only one map. And calling all the action for this one map, we've got two
I've only run.
wonderful casters
Yeah,
standing by.
that's cool.
We got Mimi and Zesh. Zesh, it's been a while since we've seen you. You were on at the very beginning here.
You know, how's it feeling being donut-walled by Tarek? Would be my initial question. But it's great to be here, honestly. You know, I don't know,
but also answer the question.
Does he know what the donut is?
Get him off.
We're left in the dark.
Get him off.
Get him off.
Get him off.
Get him off.
No,
I guess we're
we're gonna play. Yeah, okay.
You're gonna play.
Thank you very much for coming to Redbull Campus Club. No, just kidding. Ian, what are your thoughts in this game? Can you tell me a bit, like, you as a Valorant expert? I can. What? Okay.
They turned off his mic. They don't want to hear him.
They don't want to hear him.
They want to hear him. What
Fair.
do you think about
I
this?
personally think
Bro,
that
I'm
this
lagging,
is going
bro.
to
I
be
search for
good
Wi-Fi first.
Valorant. Overall, I'm a big fan of this game called Valorant. So overall, I think we're going to see great Valorant.
I just think they're gonna put it all out on the court. We're really gonna see some great gameplay. What's the most caster thing you can say about
You think they're going to leak some strats here for 2024 VCT EMEA?
The hell? No, no. Gak mungkin lah, nyapo ngelik.
Some of them are pro. Actually, probably more than one pro.
Half of them are literal pro. Oh, there we go. Back alive. Feels like a play.
Mana nih ceweknya yang cantik?
I could say the same.
Merah ke biru,
Your
Bang?
mic was off.
Hey, Mimi, I thought we were friends. Anyway, Mimi, who are you picking? Team Blue or Team Red?
I also have to be a Team Blue enjoyer. I mean, I feel like both these teams have really good players. I mean, you have pretty much the entire full roster spread out across the two of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm kind of in favor of Team Blue. I've played in some of the play tests against Tarek and also Tife and been destroyed by both of them at times.
Team Blue
So I have
kesempatan.
faith that not just the pros.
Alfire.
Let's remind ourselves
Fire
of the
Sinet.
rosters. Let's start with
Kare Alfire
Blue
versus
and
Sinet.
Zesh. I want you to do the honors here and talk us through why this is such a great team.
I think it's going to be a great team because, first of all, I mean, I'll be honest with you, I fell in love with this kid called Yellow J. You know, he went 18 this month, right? He just had his birthday, I think, a few days back. And honestly, he's like, for me, this underdog kind of kid that's going to be really cool. I mean, I could be obvious and say Tarek, because he's like funny and a little bro-ish or whatever. But I mean, yes, I said that already 5 minutes in. I had to.
I'm really glad you did. I'm really glad. The
Okay.
player I'm excited for on this
Bro,
team
they
is
got
Alpha.
Tarek.
I feel like he's like,
okay.
when you think
Makanya.
of those, you always have to think of Alpha. Yeah, he's
Ada yang Alfire sih nggak dihatain apa Alfire itu hell.
global events in Copenhagen,
Yeah, I know, Alfire,
in
bro.
Istanbul actually as well. In this very same arena, he went the
Who
distance
this
with
guy?
Fnatic. Now in this last year has won a ton of trophies with them. He's just such a good individual player on pretty much any
Futura.
level you put him on.
True. Yeah. I love that he's
Never
got
heard
the
him.
silverware in his hands as well.
They've really made
yeah.
it clear
Yeah.
who the players are from the pro teams, and then you've got like the content creators in their hoodies and like their Red Bull gear, and you're like, all right, this is definitely a balanced roster.
Mimi, do you think that this slight delay here is going to get in their heads a little bit? Do you still think they're going to be fired up and ready to go after that walkout?
I think they'll be ready to go.
You think they'll be ready to go?
I think they're still fine. If I'm a player out
Bro,
there,
CNET,
I'm just
bro, they got
trying to
CNET.
say the dumbest stuff imaginable.
Yes,
to keep my team entertained and just keep the energy up, because you have to. But obviously, they're going to be excited. Playing a show match is fun. It's an absurd rule set that is sure to get anyone fired up. And yeah, I mean, I'm honestly just really excited to see where those rules go.
Yeah.
But if we look over at the other side of things here, Team Red is also pretty stacked, Vincent. I mean, you've got some great pro players here. If you're thinking Turkish players and you're not thinking Alpha, you're thinking C.
Absolutely. I mean, OG Jet God, you could really say.
He's a world champion.
Absolutely, it's 2021 world champion. I mean, you got also sort of up and coming. Can you even see at a captain as up and coming? Not really. I think everybody literally has so much pace. Particularly interested is how Kyo's going to perform without a trampoline. That's like my go-to question.
If we get a trampoline out there,
can we get one on the stage? Red Bull has everything. Everything I've asked for, they've delivered. Do you think they can deliver a trampoline?
Hell yeah. Man got a haircut, man's gonna get a trampoline, 100%.
At least get him one of those like balance balls. You can bounce up and down while playing the game. Keep them entertained the entire time.
Yep.
Zesh, you were actually at the, let me get this right, the Red Bull home ground qualifiers here.
EMEA, last
that's
stage.
And foot were dominant, right? And
yeah,
have you ever seen CNED? Like,
I've seen him before, yeah.
Have you ever seen him?
He's actually right there if you want to take a look.
Yes. Have you ever seen him happier than he is right now with this foot roster? It seems like he's about to start a new chapter of his career.
Absolutely. I mean, to be honest, he always was having this super wholesome smile, right? This is what he always loved. He always was like this happy, two thumbs up kind of guy.
Yeah.
But most importantly, I would agree. It's a bit more freedom. Obviously, also once we're communicating in the country, you know, communicating in the language that you always communicate in your entire free time, I think it's going to be a big bonus and maybe also helpful considering the playstyle that maybe was not that developed in his previous team.
If Team Red is to win, Kyo needs to win.
That's what it is.
He is the problem.
Yeah, he is the problem.
Kyo has been learning bits and pieces though, right?
Yeah.
Has he? Have you been teaching him?
I mean, like today, he asked me to do something about him, like bits and that.
Udah tahu lah
But,
dia gonna
I mean,
start.
I'm not going to share any details.
That's a private matter.
It's insane delay. Terlalu lama guys.
Yeah, maybe.
Hey, one thing he does know how to say is how to get a haircut. Can I have a haircut, please?
Oh yeah, he did ask
figured
that. Yeah. And then he lent on you because he couldn't say it.
Zesh, how are you approaching knives only?
I'm approaching knives only as it is a normal game. It's just, you know, I'm just thinking right now if we could change that the length of the sword has something to do with the range in the game, but I think this is just not possible at this point. Otherwise, equip Katana 24/7.
I really wish abilities.
Katana? Orang kaya.
Because like I'm dashing in, bam, and I'm getting out. I'm telling
It's not Assassin's Creed.
you know what? I felt it.
If you can get jet knives though, you can just completely break the system.
Literally
It's
knives. Literally knives.
I don't see the
Cake knife.
Okay, now we're trying to come up with ways to finesse the system, I think.
No one would ever finesse the system. All these players, too noble.
I'm going to address the elephant in the room. There's obviously a tech delay here that we're dealing with, and we're going to get into.
Is there?
I think there might be. We've got a show match, and it is coming up. But while we've got these two amazing casters lined up on the line, if you will, I'm going to ask you about the grand final.
Okay.
Yeah. Mimi, you were just a big part of that last semi. We're going into Peru versus Indonesia, best of 5. When this all comes to a head later on, who's taking it and why?
I think Peru might. I think Indonesia has shown some incredible stuff. I mean, Ray always double satcheling and
Ray
ridiculous
for
stuff
C.
with shotguns. They looked great in their semifinal, but I think Peru showed when they were playing against all those neon pumps that they're really good at dealing with aggression and having these fast reactions to contend with it, which I think would work really well against Indonesia. And on top of that, the clutch factor all of the players on that Peruvian squad was incredible in that semi.
I fully agree
Jangan
on that.
percaya guys ya.
I gotta say,
Penipuan
the
ya.
play style from Indonesia is unique in itself. Like even on pro level, you hardly see any kind of team do that.
To counter my own point,
I play his
Ray,
account.
shotgun, double satchel.
Yeah, like
Indonesia's gonna win.
Exactly, that's the next point. I'm going with Indonesia, Ian. I'm going with Indonesia all the way. 2-0, 3-0, sorry.
I mean,
they're gonna 2-0. They're just
2-0 then 3-2.
Yeah, we're not allowed a third map on this desk, guys. Sorry.
Are you an enjoyer of the play styles?
Hell yeah, man.
I think everybody in this arena is, right?
Not this boring, snoozing, waiting 1 minute until we execute somewhere and then fail kind of play style. Horrible.
If you default once, you failed as a team. You must double satchel in every round.
No default challenge.
I can tell we're in the show match era because that is the most trash that I've
That's serious.
been up here.
That's real. Stop defaulting.
No more default.
Default's forbidden.
Just pew pew.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Pro play, default
You get
forbidden.
shot, you die.
Exactly.
It's simple.
Valorant.
It's a point and click game.
Is that really what you do with your team right now?
It's none of your business. All right. This is like I signed an NDA. I cannot answer that question.
You just want everyone to do it so you can win.
Or just got to contact.
Maybe it's the only way you can win.
The only contact.
Zesh and Mimi, this is your first ever Red Bull Campus Clutch World Final. As is Vlad, I've already asked him how he's found in his first ever experience here. Mimi, it's a really cool,
delay lama kali kau.
These players, students, like making memories that will last forever. But for us as well, it's just so much fun to be part of, right?
Yeah, I feel like when we go to the normal international events, your Masters, your Champions, all the players who are there have been to international events a million times before, and they're like, another day, another dollar, gotta do another media day. I'm just here to play, I'm just here to win. But every single one of the teams here at Red Bull Campus Clutch, they're not used to it. Even the teams who have been here before, it's a unique new experience. And just being able to see people kind of getting the opportunity to, for at least a week, live that dream, be able to be a competitor at an international tournament. Is so cool. The energy is just infectious throughout this venue.
And maybe, you know, with some of those countries that don't have this very, very elaborate kind of collegiate system, maybe it's a bit of a convincing
Omen, Reina, Chamber, Jet, Bridge.
point. You know, maybe it's a convincing point for, I don't know.
They're using
Killjoy, Chamber, ISO, Fate.
Indonesian high schools and universities invest way more into that, and I think that would be really cool to see.
A lot of time you think of a lot of the North American schools that have tons and tons of teams, but Team USA, Team Canada, they're already out.
Bomb down.
And we have teams from all across the world that you probably wouldn't have expected to be in our final here. I mean, it's Peru and Indonesia. That's so cool, and it's an opportunity that these players probably never would have had without an event like this.
Absolutely.
Zesh, standout teams that didn't make it to the grand final for you?
I mean, come on, I gotta hype up my teams from Team Germany, right? The boys absolutely deserve it.
Can you remind me when they went out again?
They went out in the round of 16 against Team Indonesia. Okay, fair. Come on. That's fair. That is not that bad. Otherwise, I think Team Canada was really cool and just lost to themselves, literally.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Canada had to be my standout. I mean, they really had the game in the bag against Peru. And credit to Peru for making that comeback happen. But I think they can definitely take that as a learning opportunity going into next year. Because they are a team that can compete.
Judulnya Red Bull Clutch, jaluk mau apa?
So impressive.
Yeah, I mean, this is how it all played out. Round of 16 was played yesterday morning, quarterfinals in the afternoon, and then semis and the grand final will all be played right here. So before this broadcast comes to a head, we will, of course, crown our champion. And what's really cool is, Jess, we've talked about this in the past, but this is going to be a first-time winner, which is always nice at a tournament like this.
Kan tim opo telur, tim kampus.
I love World Cup-esque vibes anyway. Like, I just love seeing all the countries come together, and the fact that a lot of players, many of the players play for other teams, and they'll come and they'll switch up all these university events to come in and be able to play. It mixes things up for them, and it also gives us a real worldwide, truly international vibe. When we go to an international event, you got like NA, EU, maybe you got 1 or 2 APAC teams here and there. It is international, but it's not this international. So for me, this is the most worldwide that I've ever seen an event, and probably will ever see.
All right, it's time now to finally get into our show match. Apologies for the delay. It is Team Blue versus Team Red, and it is with Zesh and Mimi.
Thank you, Ian. For those of you that weren't with us throughout that whole tech pause, as a reminder, we have a show match. Team Red, Team Blue, a mix of content creators, pro players from all over the world, and a lot from right here in Turkey competing here, and it's a different challenge every round, and we're starting off with a nice round.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Ooh.
Yeah, all 2 rounds, we got a bit of a new thing going on, and this time around, it doesn't matter what pistol you buy, what kind of shield you buy, what kind of equipment. We're going knife only in our show match, and I honestly don't know really what to expect from that, to be very honest with you. All meeting in middle, the classic way. It feels like knife round back in the day when you were selecting sides, but it seems like Team Blue did a big mistake. They split up, and there's going to be the first one already dying.
Overwhelming force incoming already. And this one player stuck out. The Omen just running for his life. He can bring it all the way back around.
Was it bait and switch?
They don't see him. And it doesn't matter.
Come on. Nice idea.
Just better.
That's really disappointing. One knife in it, looking pretty much YellowJ down. But hold on, the split up team looks like they're making it work.
It does look like they're making it work. Still, not a lot of health on CNET. Keo is still healthy. He's still got everything that he needs to make something work here, but he got to be perfect. And Keo's already done it. On to 1.
Okay, my man is right now on Keo. To be very honest, though, the blue side is looking good in terms of health, but Keo's on it again. He even finds Tarek. This is a 1 versus 1. It's just a single hit and it's done. Team Red. And Keo's done it.
Keo's done it. All right, we thought he would be the player.
How does he know how to deal with knives?
Yeah.
How does he know that?
You know, you think he'd be the guy that's like, you know, you're on a team with pro players. He's not going to be like, but he's good at the knife rounds at least.
He's really good at knife round.
Yeah.
Maybe he enjoys, you know, being in the kitchen and, you know, cooking something up all day long.
Making a delicious meal.
Making a delicious meal.
His opponent.
Out of his, sure, whatever stew that is, but sure.
Let's move on from that. We have one more round of knives here. Let's see if the strategy changes up in this one whatsoever.
Yeah, this time a 5 versus 5 mid brawl. I'm quite sure this is like going to be most straightforward knife round we've ever seen, where everyone's like scared and chickening out, and then they're actually going back and forth. The typical knife rounds, as you know them.
It's like watching a pack of wolves just ebb and flow back and forth, and Tarek has been completely isolated, cut down by the Horde. Team Red is playing together very well here, and it's a double for their ice now.
Yeah, but everyone's low HP on the red side. This should not work under any circumstance, and it works for Team Red again. Double knife winner they are. And you know what that means? We're 2 rounds in. We finished 2 rounds. We probably select something soon, no?
Let's get the wheel.
Let's get the wheel. I need to see what that wheel has to offer.
We don't even know the full extent.
Legit have no idea.
Of what we have. But let's get this one a spin. And what will we land
Marshall
on?
only.
Marshall only. Okay, I see that. I hope there's a lot of no-scoping. I hope there's going to be a lot of shotgun-esque kind of usage.
The Marshall no-scope is... I'm honestly surprised we don't see the gun more, especially in pro play. It's so ridiculously good. The fire rate is, frankly, unbelievable for how cheap it is.
And that seems to be just another mid-brawl. You know, if it's been like an old, ancient firing squad just picking up in one position and standing in the line. But it might be the first one for Team Blue, except Keo doesn't stand a chance.
That's actually what the Napoleonic Wars look like. Don't shoot till you see the whites of their eyes. Spam away at marshals. Everyone in the line together.
They would say, oh, yeah, you're right. You're very right. I mean, listen, Team France had Leicester playing, so they would lose again. But sure thing.
Can't say that about France. That's tragic. Anyways, we got another round of the Marshals here, and I'd expect another mid-roll, but we did see someone get sneaky from Team Blue and flank all the way back around in that one.
That's just one player who's just sweating too hard right now.
Yeah.
So everyone's saying knife mid, and he's already making a strategy. Okay, how am I right now flanking around the entire map?
You seem like the type of guy that would overly sweat.
Absolutely. Hey, listen, I'm Astra only.
Yeah?
Legit do nothing else in playing as ratty as possible.
Only round, you're going to be sitting in spawn using gravity well to support my teammate as much as possible.
It's pretty much it, yeah. Though the stun is better nowadays, but I probably would do that. Pop up, pretty much quick dissipate smoke and then shoot, right? All Astra mains, the 5 out there, no.
Counterpoint, swing it, Marshall, shoot.
Okay, cool. Sounds very much like an amateur would do.
CNET has the ult.
No. No way, right?
I mean, if he thinks he's better.
What do you mean he thinks? He is better than some of them.
I mean, he's a world champion, but Tarek has a lot of stream viewers.
True. What wins? A big hype train or world champion? That is the big question. That's a tough call for me too. And they've actually decided to play for the spike. I think they just realized there's a bomb set on this.
We got our answer, by the way. World champion means nothing in the situation, evidently. And, well, Team Blue, we're going to try and close this one out. Only Atta left alone in mid. He's just one tag away from falling.
Come on, Atta.
Oh, don't.
Looked like the Face Clan application video for a second. He was
there, but 360 no scope. Why?
Let's go. Let's go.
Like
360 no scope, create a legacy. Exactly. Means 2 rounds in. Let's spin that wheel. Let's find out what's happening now.
all jet.
Jet knives only. We had a knife round.
We had a knife round.
We have another knife round. Very different in this one. So I think this is where the pro players are going to shine. Where our CNEDs or Alphiers.
It's literally seen at a clock.
Yeah.
It's literally seen at a clock.
He is the jet guy.
He is the Charles Netting jet guy. He's like if you
what's that? That's his full name?
It's his full, as far as I'm concerned, yeah.
Charles Netting?
Charles Netting, yeah.
I didn't know that. Oh, that was loud.
Wow, I've never heard that before. But that's a clear dash. First of all, first duel, Tiff is going to win, but being backstabbed, as sweaty as it can get.
And Alpha, oh no, Alpha, he plays good to it. We got to let him off the hook there.
Yeah.
Whips from both sides. You can just infinitely right-click, like the olden days, when you do have the unlimited knives, which is pretty sick.
Was a good time.
Yeah, post line here, 2v3.
And it's right now just a lot of blades flying through the air. Tarek is the one who could just turn it around.
Ooh, Tarek.
Really nice shot he finds, and it's only against Vitagen. With 50 HP, a single blade would do the frack. But he's getting just himself a new one.
Oi.
He does it.
The clutch for Tarek. 4 kills picked up with the blades only.
He's
You know, we thought it was going to be all about the unlimited knives, but it's the unlimited movement that really gets you. You can just updraft out of control, make yourself impossible to hit.
He's him.
Like crazy.
One more time. It's nice. I think from a strategic point of view, holding W is really good. I think holding W is really good with this strat.
You should be a coach.
It's not my type of thing.
Oh, okay. At least for knife damage, yeah.
True. Like Vlad.
Like Vlad?
Like Vlad.
I don't know if that's what...
He said he's a knife coach. He said he's a knife only coach.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
It's a joke.
Yeah, I thought he was coaching like some top PCT.
He actually did, and he's actually really good at what he's doing.
That's true. Another round of the Jet knives here.
What kind of random thing do you think could happen with the selector machine? What do you like to see? I think all Omen ult.
All. So you just win on time?
Yeah, just like it's a bit like moving around until you find each other.
Yeah, if it's all Omen ult, but you can only shoot when you're standing still. So you have to use Omen abilities to reposition.
Ah, okay, yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. That's like some kind of game mode that could be implemented.
I mean, just all of any agent is I mean, that's literally like a game mode in the game already with replication. But imagine like all rays.
What is that?
Replication.
Replication.
You've never played replication?
I generally did never play replication.
It was one of the like one-off game modes.
I know, it was actually cool. I saw it, it was like, it's actually cool. But
again, the type of guy to only ever play ranked and only ever sweat in short. Be taking this moment where there's a pause as a tactical timeout to strategize for the next one.
You know, guys, we should actually use all our movement keys all the time and move in a big bunch.
That's really smart.
Yeah.
I don't think they would have
Actually,
thought of that.
Did you ever think of like using a, you know, an old Roman phalanx strategy?
What?
You know what it is?
They don't have shields. They can't.
They don't have shields. I know. I mean, you can buy a shield in this game.
It wasn't the whole point of the phalanx that it's like a line of shield?
It's basically like a turtle, yeah.
Like a turtle.
Yeah, like, you know, like...
Yeah, I get what you mean.
My goodness.
I don't know if that strategically translates to Valorant.
No, it doesn't. Obviously, it doesn't. It was just a remark, which could be, you know, a possibility. But
in the future.
What would you, okay, let me turn this around. What would you do with Jet knives only?
Left click. Maybe right click sometimes.
This is why you work at international events,
No. Yeah, I don't have any better answer than that. The players, though, have a chance to think more about something that they never would have thought of before for a very long time now when we have a bit of a pause. I like to think, though, that it's tactical.
I like to think of it as tactical, too. I mean, to be honest, he looks insanely focused. Like, he's looking really freaking focused. But by the sounds of it, it sounds like we might be back alive, and we are!
Get out of my way! Get out of my way!
So all Jet knives yet again, and in mid, it's a death ball strategy this time from Team Red. All five of them sticking together.
There's a bit of a killjoy icon there, but I think that is just a little mistake.
Get out of my way!
Yeah, wait a minute. What is the killjoy going to be doing?
Hold on. There's something. I think,
Get out of my way!
there's something wrong, but it's fine. You know what?
It doesn't matter.
It's okay. Tarek obviously has a bonus of picking whatever he wants. Never mind, doesn't help a single bit.
No. Well, yeah, he's down.
Maybe it's like a VIP mission. And all Jets are the bodyguards, and the killjoy is like the VIP you have to protect.
Okay.
That would actually be a good game mode. Honestly, would be a not so bad game mode.
Get down, Mr. President. Full protection, detailed time.
Get out of my way!
Why are you thinking of the jokes that I don't even want to say?
What's Breach doing here?
Rate his beard.
9.
Solid 9, yeah.
It's a good beard.
That's a good beard. How do you think he would look like without the bottom part?
Clean shaven or just with the mustache?
Just with the mustache.
I feel like he would just look like a lumberjack almost. I guess lumberjacks
like a
have beards too.
Like a lumberjack?
For some reason, I associate a mustache with
or
that.
someone who sells me an old old.
He's gonna get a shave in a second.
Yeah. Oh no. It's like I think the same question is being asked right now about the beard, probably.
Yeah, that's what they were.
That's legit the same question that was asked.
Ultimate ready.
I'm not sure if that was a valid round. We'll see if we move on or we keep going there. But it's a show match, so any round is valid. And we're rolling it again. So run it back. Where are we headed? Sheriff only.
It's good. You know, this is for the frack movie. This one is for the frack movie.
Yeah, they're going to put the gamer music on while they're playing this one.
Some drum and bass. 120 decibel.
I was excited.
That is, I mean, he knows that he can pop some heads.
Most excited I've ever seen him, I think.
Oh, yeah, he's not looking too excited. But he has his sunglasses. With his sunglasses, he's hella cool. I'm not gonna lie. Being as cool as out of captain would be like a dream.
Is that your dream?
That's my dream.
That's a good dream to have.
Years ago.
Getting a little help there. Making sure all the computers are working properly.
We're
got
lounging.
a haircut, I think?
We're lounging.
Or no, his hair's just up.
It's looking good. Look at him. Like, how could he not smile as my... Is there a non-smile CNET?
No.
Send it right now. It's legit not possible, right?
Happiest man on earth.
I think Kyo by now can speak Turkish as well.
Who can, sorry?
Kyo. Kyo?
Kyo?
Yeah.
Oh.
Kyo.
Like he learned?
Yeah, like...
Is that what, we've been 10 minutes in a show match with...
Yeah, I mean, we had so much technical break that he probably said, like, guys...
Does he have Duolingo up on his phone right now?
I mean, he got a team of 4 Duolingo teachers, basically, no?
Yeah,
basically.
I suppose so.
And they're not owls, so it's fine.
Yeah, less scary that way.
Way less scary, yes.
Well, we're working out the technical issues right now. What's the key to success in a show match like this?
I just thought the question was a very general question for a second. I think not taking it serious is literally the best way to play a show match.
But that was a very serious question, so I'm already on the wrong course out here.
Yeah, what do you think about their comp?
You know, I really think All Jet has a lot of merit, you know?
Can you make a telestrator for that?
Absolutely. They updrafted and they used their Blade Storm, and it was very effective indeed.
I mean, to be honest, they all seem to at least have a lot of fun. I think this is like the pro of it. But yeah, obviously we're in a technical pause, in case you're wondering.
Someone disconnected.
Our players get sad, man. Real sad.
I don't know how far the chairs we have on stage recline back, but I would really like to see someone, you know, like off-boss it up, full recline during the pause.
Off-boss it up. All right.
It's a verb.
I know, it's great.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, absolutely, I know.
Off-boss, great player. Whenever there's a pause, he always leans all the way back, is fully relaxing.
I think Alpha here did it.
Yeah?
For a second.
He's chilling as much as possible.
He's literally chilling.
Yeah. That's what you have
I mean, he's literally in a team that is winning 2 world titles. You can't chill.
You can chill?
You can chill.
Is that what happened in Champions?
Listen, what should I say now?
I don't know.
I'm not an evil genius to answer this question.
We don't talk about it.
I think it's better for all North American participants.
Yeah, it is.
In the long run.
First world championship for us, probably last. Who knows? That's how it tends to go. We're getting back into things, though. And we're on a Sheriff round.
Good. There's a Vandal, but we're getting there. I believe.
They'll figure it out.
They'll figure it out.
Come on, see.
He's playing basketball. Hold on. He's throwing it in the hoop.
Whoa.
No!
Oh.
Sad, man.
That's tough.
I would have loved to see that. But either way, with the Sheriffs instantly storming onto the A side, this looks like the most serious round I've so far seen over the 7 rounds.
They have ults, though. And, well...
He's watering the plants in West LA.
That's really nice. You know, LA needs water, that's for sure. Some whiffs coming out here from one side, but Alpha?
Of course it's Alpha.
He's not missing anything. 2 shots picked up. He will get traded out, but this retake looked possible until CNED got on the board.
Who could have guessed? CNED technically has his ult if he wants to use it. Force good old YettoJ to 1 versus 1 to establish dominance, but he's out of the equation. As he's going on and on. Might be the one to clutch this against Captain. No chance. 4-3.
Doesn't lose those.
Nah, he might not hit the hoop, but he definitely wins those.
Do you think he tries a hoop again?
I would love to see it.
I feel like we should give him a round if he gets it in.
He does try to. Yeah.
Come on.
Do it.
All right, we gotta wait for the round to start. This is the time to line it up, make sure things are proper. We'll take a look back. Not quite a basketball hoop, but some nice shots, regardless.
That's literally shots, yeah. Would you say it's a free?
Yeah.
Ah, so unlucky.
It's tough.
I don't care. They use a fucking...
And there we go. Let's see if that one goes in. No. Oh, it did! It did! Oh my god! Keo, how does he do that?
They're winning the game. They're winning it
They're
all.
literally winning the game. Get him a contract right now.
Yeah,
he's in the draft.
CNED's got the hops. He's just jumping around the corner, giving time for T-Fate to be taken down, and this flank is the most telegraphed it possibly ever has been. Keo, though, doesn't win it.
It's you and me.
And then we have the first isolated ult. And it seems like both are using it. It's going to be CNED who's trying to take down Alpha. This is like an actually deluxe duel. Takes him out, though.
It's you and me.
And that ult just
okay, this is actually happening. This is like, it's ISO duels only at this point.
He's found this mark. shield goes down, and they'll find the shot as well. Another ice wall, and people are just being kidnapped, taken away to faraway lands at this point.
First you're being stunned by a big waterman, and then you're getting kidnapped. It's not looking too great, but the spike is still up down. Can't relate. Either way, doesn't look really, really good for Captain. He's just being taken out by Yetuje, his own teammate, who's taken out. But 8 rounds played means we're going into a new mode.
Let's spin the wheel.
It's hella spin that wheel. What do we got? I mean, can it get any better? Oh, look at that.
First of all, this is more important. So,
he got a clip that. This is like literally one of the best clips of him, besides his 10,000 grade trampoline clip.
Put that in the montage with the trampoline.
Yeah, literally. Maybe we can just like jump down, do this.
The animals are leaving us. The aliens aren't contacting us.
That's actually good. Oh no.
Invert mouse.
Right. This is gonna be a disaster.
Do you know anyone who plays invert mouse?
Yes, one CS player.
Put him on blast.
Put him on blast? Yeah, okay.
Who is it?
I know, I thought it was a wordplay.
No.
A Maniac.
Oh.
Maniac. Like literally also the only Swiss person who ever achieved esports.
Famously the only Swiss person.
Literally only famous Swiss person in the world. Besides the 5 players we had.
But the thing is that no offense, Maniac. No, but his name is Maniac. No sane person plays with inverse mouse. Maybe on a controller I can get it, but here it's ridiculous. The thing is though, if you just get good crosshair placement, you just aim at head level, you never have to go up and down. Thoughts? Just don't bump your mouse.
Just literally destroy the sensor of your mouse.
Yeah.
Just hold left click, right?
Turn your mouse upside down. The advantage of wireless mice.
Either way, it looks like a disaster is about to happen. Everyone is literally just taking a spray and pray kind of weapon.
The Odin choice is smart. On the other side,
okay, this is
got it on.
Okay, ult is fair. Trying to make everyone vulnerable really doesn't have an effect considering that they stalled them as long as possible towards B main. They literally play it serious though. Like Witherton literally holds A with Chamber. I like that.
He's sweating.
Oh, this looks disastrous.
Oh, the recoil, because every piece of muscle memory you want to pull down when you shoot.
Of course.
You're fighting for your life to not.
And suddenly you're putting it up. It's like, what have I learned for?
Yeah.
Q, by the way, best crosser in the game. Gotta give him props for that.
Oh,
100%.
T-Fed? Down is up. That's
and up
the
is
thing to
down.
remember.
Yeah.
The thing is, if everyone's with it, CNED could just buy enough time to line up one off shot. That's all he needs. He doesn't have to deal with recoil. It's kind of smart.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, he can take his sweet time, 3-4 seconds to actually get a one-shot done. Tarek, in the meantime, he literally doesn't touch his mouse. This is smart of him. This is good of him. Finds 2, and the Vandal pick might pay off, but as you said, takes his sweet time with the operator.
And the recoil is so killer. Kyo takes down another. There's not a lot of time, but that spike will get planted.
10 seconds
and it's
left.
Yetuje, the Odin protege.
Spike
Try and clutch
planted.
this one.
It's actually mostly initiator, so it works. It literally works. But it seems like for now, there's not really much you can do. This is absolutely the most non-natural thing you can do within this game.
But another round of it.
Another round of it.
Time to learn.
Time to change strategies. Walk as a big ball of 5. Every round, whatever mode it is.
Tarek, I think, had a good strategy of just aiming at the feet and letting the recoil go.
It's true, yeah.
Don't have to deal with it.
It's actually a real 5-hit.
Yeah. He'd make a great Iron player with that strategy.
Play another. Oh.
Were you ever an Iron?
No. Good.
I was about to make a really mean joke.
Not disrespect if you have been.
Yeah, we just let that one be. Let it be. It's better to not say.
The Redbull right here.
Most importantly, though, seems like we have changed strats.
And oh, what? Bro. Guys, I'm so. Yes, okay, thank you.